Okay, everybody, I'm going to do a little review on this homemade stand for shooting. This is actually a little homemade shooting table, just in case I go out into the field. It's actually a little bit too small, but in any case, whether you're at the rifle range or you make your own table, this is a really good setup. Um, this here is, as you can see, I had to cut this off just to make this lower, just to bring it down. I didn't have to bring it lower, but I just decided to go ahead and do that. But this is obviously one of those clamp vices. Okay, very normal. You see these all over. Okay, and what this is here is just a piece of wood with a certain size screw and nut, and inside here is an actual nut, and then the screw goes with it so that it won't spin with this here. So this here, you can actually, let's see, what's the name brand here? Simo Photo. Okay, these are about $20, I think. Now, if you want to count the numbers, you know, you can do that. This little arm here, it can actually come off if you wanted to. Okay, and that's secure just in case it gets in the way. This is how you, bobblehead, or whatever, the ball head. That's what these are. These are ball head. Okay, I don't want to move it too much because then it'll fall. But this big knob here allows me to move the ball, in different directions. This one here, let me secure that so that it doesn't turn. Okay, there. So now this spotting scope is pretty cool in the sense that it at least does this. Release the nut, there's a screw there. You can hear it click. Okay, so there, I clicked it. So now I'm shooting here, and I'm looking in my spotting scope over here. Alright, so that's pretty neat. And here's the base. And again, but this here is the knob that will release the whole piece attached to your scope here. I highly recommend this semi photo. It's nice and sturdy. I had another one here. I had this one here. Don't buy this one. Okay, don't buy this one. This Veldage. Okay, don't buy this one. It feels nice and strong. It's some sort of aluminum or some sort. It's heavy, but it didn't last worth of crap. So this is where it goes, in the trash. But this one is great. Now, I got a piece of wood, just a big block of a piece of wood, and of course, you got your hose clamps here, real simple. I put a little piece of rubber so that the metal clamp or the metal hose clamps wouldn't dig into the wood. And underneath here, of course, is a screw, and you just buy the right size one. Now, here's what I did. Okay, I drilled a certain size hole, then a little bit bigger. And the reason I did that was because I put a nut into that hole, and then put this bolt through that hole. What was happening, because that nut is there, it actually holds in the wood, it holds it in place because it's a hexagon. So instead of the whole screw or the whole bolt turning on me, which happened already, it let's see, because I did something like this. Okay, You see how there's a smaller hole there for the the threaded part, and then up above there is the hole for the top part and the nut, because you know obviously they're bigger, and I wanted it to be flush. So if you put a nut in that hole and then put your whole bolt in there, it'll keep the bolt in place, so that so when you're tightening it, the whole bolt doesn't turn. So it actually was pretty good. And considering you know, you want something that'll hold up in the wind, it doesn't jiggle and wiggle a lot, this actually is pretty good. So there you go, there's a good idea for you, hopefully, huh?